welcome back to my channel again. My name is Dami. I am your relationship coach, and I'm here to give you another juicy relationship advice for your relationship wellness. And today I'll be talking to you about reasons why people settle. Okay, because there are a number of reasons why different people settle in, bad relationships. So today I'm going to talking about why people settle in bad relationships. Okay, but before I get right into it, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, now would be a very good time to do so. Okay, I want you to give this video a thumbs up. I want you to share it with your loved ones so that they can benefit from this video. And of course, as always, I want you to tell me what you think about this video in the comment. Let me know some of the reasons why you think people settle, or if you have ever, been through this kind of situation, let me know how you dealt with it. Okay, so reasons why people settle in bad relationships. There are different reasons why people do this. Okay, for different kind of reasons. So for some of you who are in relationships where you know that you don't belong in, I'm going to be giving you some of the reasons why you are probably doing that. Okay, so here we go. The number one reason why people settle is because they are broken. Okay, so listen, if you are broken, if you are broken and you have not healed, you are going to settle. Okay, you're going to settle for a bad relationship, you're going to settle for less, in your relationship. And this is because when you are broken, you are not essentially in the right, healthy space to make the right decision when it comes to relationships. Okay, so if you're broken and you have not taken out time to heal, you are going to choose somebody out of your pain. And that is what sick people do. So when you're broken and you have not healed, you are most likely going to settle. Because you see, I can liken a broken person to a sick person. Yeah, because when you're sick, you're taken to the hospital and then you're being taken care of by a nurse. And you get comfortable with that person because that is the person that is around you, that is the person that is taking care of you. So you get comfortable with that person and you start leaning on that person, because that is what sick people do. Sick people lean on other people. So when you're broken, you are just going to lean on the next person that is available to you, because you want to feel comfortable with them. You want to feel like, okay, they need you or that you need them. Okay, so you're going to be choosing that person simply out of your pain. And the irony is that when you eventually get well, okay, when you eventually get well, you realize that you don't want this kind of person in your life, because these things happen a lot of time. That is why you should never get attracted to your nurse. But people do these things because, see, it happens every now and then. So you're going to be attracted to this person simply because you are sick. And when you get well, that's where everything clears off. You get everything clears off, because you now know that, oh, this is not the kind of person I should be entertaining in my life. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I belong in. Like, what is happening? And you feel like throwing them out of your life, because all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I have outgrown this kind of person. And really, you really have to face the realities. It's not really that you have outgrown that person. You didn't outgrow them. You did not. You never even did. You simply built a world around your affliction. You simply built a castle around your pain. And that made you choose them because they were always around. They made you feel good. They made you feel better, because you were sick, because you were in that state, because you were broken. But now that you have healed, because when you eventually get healed, you realize that this is not the kind of person I want to be with. This is not the kind of person I should be entertaining in my life. And this is why you really, really have to take time to heal, so that you can choose the right person, so that you don't make mistakes that you will eventually regret. Because some people did this thing so much that they eventually got married. And when they eventually found healing after marriage, they found out that the person they got married to wasn't the kind of person they would like to have their life with. This is not the kind of person they will have to settle down with. But you know what? It's already too late. The deed has been done. You're already married, so you have to wake up. Okay? So if you're not married yet, you are so blessed. If you're not married yet and you are broken, before you settle down with that person that you are with right now, before you go ahead to marry that person that you are with right now, please take time to heal. Okay? And I really have to throw this in right now. I have a book titled Healing from Heartbreak. You can get the book on Sarah. It is free. I have put the link to that book in the description to this video. So go ahead and get that book, read it, digest it, and follow the step-by-step guide that I've put in that book that will help you to heal. And if you feel like you're going to need a one-on-one, counseling, you can get through to me. My email is in the description to this channel, so you can reach me via that email. Okay, so please, if you're broken, take time to get healing, because you see, if you don't get healing, your pain is going to choose your partner for you, and this is not supposed to be so at all. Because I've seen people that were sick, and it was that bad, that it was so bad rather that they could not even recognize their family members, the people that they have lived with all their lives. Some people could not even recognize their spouse. It was that bad. So sickness, brokenness rather, can blind you. It blinds you, it blurs your vision, and you will not be able to see right, you will not be able to perceive as you ought to. So please, it is essential that you get healed before you get into that relationship. Lest you settle for less. Okay? So the second reason why people settle in bad relationship is because they have the fear of starting over. Okay? The fear of starting over again. And I know that some of you have invested so much in a particular relationship, even if you know that that relationship is not for you. You know that this is a toxic relationship. You know that I deserve to be treated better than this person is treating me right now. You know that. Now, listen, I am not the kind of person that believes in, opting out of a relationship at the drop of a dime. No. If there is an issue in your relationship, for one, I believe in talking to your partner about it. So dialogue, communicate, talk about it. Now, it is okay if the issue is irreconcilable. Then fine, you people can go your separate ways. But I do not believe in just opting out of a relationship just like that without you trying to put in the effort. Okay, but if you know that this is a toxic relationship, you know that you shouldn't be settling for this kind of relationship, that it might not even be toxic as a way, but the person might really not be good for you. And if you already know that, if you feel like you're being treated less than you should be treated in a relationship, if you feel like you feel less of yourself because you are in a particular relationship, and you have the fear of, and you want to settle down in that relationship just because you have the fear of starting over again, auntie, please don't do that. Uncle, please don't do that to yourself. No, don't settle. You're not supposed to settle for less for any reason. For any reason, please do not settle for less. And I know that some of you have invested your time, maybe because you have invested your energy, you have invested your money, your resources. You were the one who paid for our rent, The house she's living in presently, you're the one who paid that rent. I get it. You were the one who bought her that car, or you were the one who bought him that car. Whatever the case is for you, or I don't know whatever your investment is, but whatever your investment is, you must be able to look past that, okay, and see and see all these things in a different light. Because you see, you cannot be settling down with something that you know you're not going to be happy with for the rest of your life, just because of the investments that you think that you have made in that relationship. Okay? And I know that you made all these investments, but Don't do more damage to yourself than has been done already. Okay? Please don't settle for less just because, don't settle for a bad relationship just because of the things you have invested in that relationship. Listen, you may not always reap where you sow, but you will definitely reap what you sow. So, whatever you have given, just see it as seeds that you have sown. Okay? Your seed sown is less, and harvest respond to you speedily. Just see them as seeds, but do not let your investments blind you. You know, do not let them blind you from making the right decision because you're not supposed to be settling down with that kind of relationship. You're not supposed to settle down with that kind of person just because you have the fear of starting over again. Just because you feel like, you have spent a lot of things, you have spent a lot of money, and spent a lot of your resources in that relationship. Okay? So another reason why people settle in bad relationships is because of what people will say. You see this one, eh? Oh God. If you have been listening to me long enough, you wouldn't have heard me say that. If you're the kind of person that thinks about what people will say about you at every point in time in your life, then you will never do anything right with your life. Mm-mm. You will really never be able to do anything right with your life because your life is going to be all about people. What people will say, this, people that. I know that people have known you guys together for a while because I know that's one of the fears that you people have. That people have known us for a while now. Everybody knows that we're going out. My friends know that, something is going on. We are going out. My mom knows his mom. My parents know our parents, parents already know themselves, blah, 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 blah. And I get it. But I always say that his mom or our mom will be fine with or without you. Yeah, sorry, this one can be a very hard pill to swallow, but I just found out, really found out that parents will be fine with or without you because they will be okay in as much as they have their son or their daughter. I know that they will be fine with or without you. So please don't give yourself unnecessary headache. Okay? If this is not the kind of relationship you should be in, if this is not the kind of person you should be entertaining, please do not, because of what people will say, still stay there. Don't marry somebody just because of what people will say. People will say, so after everything that they have been through together, they didn't end up together. It's not their business. So people will always say something. Like I always say, people will always say something. So it's better for you to have something good for them to talk about. If you make the right decision, people will talk. If you make the wrong ones, people will talk. So give them something good and something better to talk about. Is that one not better? It's better. Please never settle in a relationship that you don't belong in just because of what people say. Because people will always say something at every point in time in your life, and the decision will always be yours to make. Because even if people will say, yeah, all of those things, you are the one who is going to reap the consequences of whatever people push you to do. Because whatever people push you to do is no longer their choice. Whatever they choose for you now becomes your choice because you have decided to accept their choice for you. So it is no longer their choice, it is now your choice because you decided to accept their choice. So whatsoever you see in that relationship or in that marriage, you're going to be the one dealing with the consequences of your actions and your decisions. Okay? So the next reason why people settle in bad relationships is because of pity. Pity, oh, pity. Kai, please never settle for less. Never settle for a bad relationship just because you pity the other person. Please never do that. Don't do the pity party thing. And I know some of you do this rather because probably because the person paid your school fees through school. Somebody sponsored you, whether he sponsored you to school or she sponsored your education. So this person sponsored you through school. Well, that doesn't mean that you should compensate them by marrying them. I mean, who does that? Please, that somebody sponsored you or somebody did you a favor at some point in time in your life does not mean you should compensate them with marriage. It's not even joining now. Is it joining? No, it is not. No matter how you sum it up, it is really just not gelling. Okay? Please don't marry somebody out of pity. Some of you like, oh, because we have known ourselves all the years, because we are childhood friends, everybody knows us, we are family friends. So you want to marry the person out of pity. The person paid your rent, the person paid your school fees, the person helped you out at some point in time in your life, and you feel like you should do them, you should pay them back by marrying them. Please don't do that. If you know that you don't like them, if you know that you don't want to be with them, you don't have to be with them out of pity. Okay? Please, because people do these things. People marry just because the person paid their school fees. People get married to people just because the person paid their rent and they feel like, oh, this is the only way I can pay them back. No, this is your life we are talking about. And life is not stretched out before you like a red carpet. It is not. And you cannot afford to use your life to play games. Your life is no game. Because you have only one chance at life. Only one. One. And you cannot afford to experiment with that same one life. So please do not marry somebody out of pity. If you know that you shouldn't be with them, simply say no. Because you see, no is a complete statement. Okay, I hope this video helps you. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. And of course, share with your friends and your family. And as always, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know some of the reasons why you think people settle in bad relationships. All right, bye.